and I don't like even chiming on Twitter because the Twitter people, I hate them. I do. Like I'm like,
You hate Twitter.
I fucking can't stand some of these people on Twitter. It doesn't happen on any other platform, really. To me, maybe some guys on my Facebook page when I post some about Dino Cincerelli cross-checking a guy, and then everybody's like, I hate him. I hate Ty Domi for knocking out Scotty Niedermayer. But like Gordon Miller, who I like and I respect. I respect all those guys, man. You know, do I agree with everything they post? No. Does he agree with anything I say? Probably not. Doesn't matter. But I respect you. But when Anthony Duclair sent that picture out of him cutting his dreads because he just signed with the New York Islanders under Lou Lamoriello realm. That's what we all did. And they're making it about race with him. And I don't know if Anthony Duclair is bitching about it. I think he's just like, hey, man, did what I had to do. Here it is. I'm with the Islanders. And I just posted under Gord's tweet, I go, we all did it. He's not just picking out Anthony Duclair and said, hey, whoa, you got to shave your head. Oh, you over there, you can keep yours off. No, everybody does the same thing. We all had to shave to the bone after games, all that stuff. You can't tuck your jersey in. You have to have the right to. We all did it. Like Lou's targeting Anthony Duclair after you sign him to a 4x4. You know, he's making $4 million a year. What are we doing?
4 year, $14 million.
We all did it.
So do the math. 4 years, $14 million.
$14 million.
So that's probably 3 something.
What, he's making good money.
Yeah, really good money.
Real good money.
And if he wanted to keep his dreads, he could have maybe signed elsewhere.
Of course.
Right? So he made the choice to sign there. This is nothing new. Players know it forever. They've joked about it. If Brent Burns went and signed with the Islanders, guess what? He'd have to shave.
He'd have to shave.
If James Harden, the NBA player, if he decided he wanted to play hockey and he wanted to sign and play for Lou Lamoriello, he'd have to shave.
How about the Yankees?
The Yankees, George Steinbrenner, for years implemented this rule.
Yeah.
And of course, I believe, they I don't know if Lou, he talked about this when he came on with us. You got to go back and listen to
we had Lou on
to the pod. He got very mad at Cam on the.
He got mad. I fucked up. You just listen to it.
Cam tried to ask him what kind of player he was.
I know. So dumb.
So anyway, there is a connection with George Steinbrenner and Lou Lamoriello. They kind of act the same. They're very similar. I don't know if Lou worked for the Yankees or something or not. But through the Devils and the Yankees connection. Yeah.
Lou knew all those big-time Yankee players and stuff like that, including Yogi Berra, who I accidentally showered with one time and I had no idea who he was.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is this older guy in the shower with me? And I'm showering with him. I'm like, what's up? Having a conversation. Nicest guy in the world. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Yogi Berra. Yeah. And he's from St. Louis. I don't even know.
Yeah.
So
that's funny. So anyway, so this created a major, and they're saying like this is his culture and all this type of stuff. And you know, listen, dreadlocks have been in existence for hundreds and hundreds of years. Obviously, it's very popular in the Rastafarian community. You know, and so if it was a religious reasoning for him to feel like he needed to keep his hair, maybe he can approach that, or his agent can talk to Lou Lamoriello and say, hey, this is my religion. I don't want, and maybe there would be some type of exception. I mean, I have no idea, but he complied. And listen, I've been there, man. I've seen friends who have cut their hair, who have cut dreadlocks in the past, and they take a picture of it and they're like, oh, they're gone. You know what I mean? I took the picture as being nothing more than that, as him saying, damn, there goes my dreads, which do grow back, by the way. You can always grow your
hair grows back.
And so that's how I took it, meaning, hey, bye-bye dreads. Wasn't going to wear them anymore. I had to cut them off because he's now playing for Lou Lamoriello, who's 82. And let me just say this. A lot of us grew up playing for coaches, maybe not at the professional level, and high school coaches who had strict rules, man. And you had to have your shirt tucked in. You had to have all these type of things. You couldn't have long hair past your shoulders.
A lot of schools
even to this day, schools have dress code for men and women. So sometimes if you want to go work for a specific employer, then you have to adhere by their rules, and you make that choice. He was a free agent, right? Or did he get traded there or whatever? Signed a contract with them. And thus, when you do that, you basically make the decision that you're going to, obviously, it's like Austin Matthews didn't have the beard and the mustache and all that stuff when Lou was in Toronto. So it is what it is, man. The guy's 82. He's got his rules and he's had them forever. I wouldn't try to paint the picture like he, did something that would cross the line from a cultural standpoint or a racism standpoint. just because he happens to be, you know, a minority player with dreadlocks, you know?
I mean, yeah, and the people in the comments, you know, it's just ridiculous.
That's it's like a microcosm of where we are with our society.
No, it's ridiculous.
Everyone just takes things completely out of context.
Yeah. Everybody's a victim.
For their own personal agenda.
They're all victims, man.
Then don't cut your hair. Like, if it's that important
exactly.
to
Put your foot down against them.
Put your foot down.
Say no.
Don't cut your hair. I'm not doing it. This is for cultural reasons. It's like those Egyptian soccer players, the female soccer player. I think they were from Egypt, and they were wearing their what do you call it on top of their head?
Hijab.
The hijab.
I think that I would say they didn't.
They wore it during the soccer, and it fell. One of the girls, it fell off during the game.
Did she stop playing?
And she stopped playing. She put it back on.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
That's god awful.
And so,
anyway, I had a comment.
You've got very influential, very successful broadcasters. And listen, I've always liked Gord Miller, man. I think he's very talented.
Yeah, I like
he's
Gord.
Synonymous with the World Junior Championships. Has been for a long time.
He works his ass off, dude. I respect that.
And so when you make these type of comments, it's just like it just puts gasoline on fire,
Unnecessary.
man. And like, let's just not feel like we have to go there. Like this is it may be archaic to a lot of people. I can even comply with that. I mean, yeah, like whatever. Like let him keep his hair. Like to me, I don't feel like you should have to cut your hair, but that's his rules.
That's his rules.
And he's had those rules forever, man.
You think I liked it? No. You think I want to shave after a game in fucking Springfield, Massachusetts in the minors? We still had to do it in the minors, just so y'all know. And Chris would be there, or Lou would be watching the games, and literally I'd have a little bit, and I have to go in those shitty hepatitis-filled bathrooms with cold fucking water and those stupid Bic razors and shave it down to the fucking bone just to walk past him before I got on the bus.
Mm-hmm.
We all did it.
So that's what you meant by we all did it.
Yeah, we all did it. We did what he told us to do.
You had to shave.
Fucking everything. He'd come down. He'd be watching me in practice. I swear to God. And I always had a habit of just tucking my jersey, and I did it in juniors.
Oh, he wouldn't let you do that?
No, not even in practice. And I remember just like, I had it a little bit tucked in. He was all the way up in the sky-high box.
Yeah, right.
And he'd walk all the way down, get on the bench.
He wouldn't have someone else do it?
Call me over in front of everybody to tell me to put my fucking sleeves down like this and to untuck my jersey.
Really?
Yes. And I'm like, okay, fuck. Like, whoa, okay. You know, like I always like, you know, I'm like, fucking roll him up. Let's go. He would walk all the way down and tell me, embarrass me in front of everybody. It's not embarrassing. Like, do what the fuck he tells you.
Everybody knows.
Everybody's doing it.
Why were you doing that when
it was a habit?
That's against the rules.
It was a habit. Like me, like just like when you're skating, I'm just like, boom. It's just like a habit.
Yeah.
You know, I kept doing it when I was young. It was the scariest thing ever.
Yeah.
He would have look at me. He'd be like, "You got to shave down a little more." So or I'd walk in. Richie Matthews, our trainer, trainer for the
now equipment trainer.
He would look. Because I was young. I was the youngest kid on the team. He'd look at me like, "Cam, come here, real quick. Go get that. Go real quick. Go shave.
Really?
Go." And I'm like, "Oh God." He's like, "Go in the little area right there. Get some hot water on that. Shave real quick. He's coming down." Blah blah. Hell yeah.
It's got to be part of the
scary
charm of playing for him, though. At the same time,
it made me disciplined, dude. Maybe this one on the ice, off the ice. I'd always think he's watching me. Am I going to go party with these Cougars tonight when I got a game the next day and I'm staying at the hotel where he's watching me going in?
To me, it's no different, even though some people will make it different because they make it about race.
That's what it is.
But it's like when I used to hate it, and I didn't play in the NHL.
You didn't?
Did you know that? Did you know that?
Matt, do you know that? I didn't know that.
But I hated.
You came close.
I hated having to wear a suit and tie to a game, a coat and tie.
Of course.
After games, you got to put a tie back on. Like,
looks classy though.
It does, and that's why
looks classy.
Teams do it.
Looks classy.
And you know, like, there's different rules like that.
In the minors, no. NHL, you better wear a fucking nice outfit.
But like, this is like high school and stuff like that. You had to wear
that's
coat and tie
twice a week.
Hey, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
that was the rule.
We did it with AAA Blues. When we were 12 years old.
They still have to wear, like,
I liked it.
Khakis and polos.
We'd go to school, and I'd have khaki and a polo and a thing on, and everybody's like, where are you going? I got a game tonight.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool. We looked different.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, what are you doing? Well, I got playing competitive hockey.
So if Gretzky played for Lou, he wouldn't be able to tuck that jersey in.
No. Nope. That sucked for me. Like, I like to have a Lou. And then once I get to the Blues, I'm like, fucking no bucket and warm up. Shit and warm up, you guys have bucket and, like, button your helmet
So did you feel free a little bit?
Oh, my God, yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, but it wasn't good for me. Partying all the damn time here. You know what I mean? Like, it was just...
You weren't doing that in Jersey?
Yeah, I was, but he was on my mind more than maybe Larry Plow was on my mind here. Until Army got here, it was a different animal. But Plow was great. And I'm just saying, like, it was completely different. It was, I remember, like, getting, you know, Ray Borelli and everybody's like, I'd be doing something that didn't need to be done. And Ray's like, hey, there's no Lou's here. Lou's not here. Calm down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like, all right.
Like what?
Little things maybe at the beginning. And I just remember some guys saying, don't worry, like, Lou's not here.
Yeah.
Because they all know that he's very, very strict. And you get used to it. But at the beginning, like, you're like, fuck, like, what am I going to do? You know, like this.
So I just think it's unfortunate when we just kind of like
that's what I hate.
Make a hockey team, a hockey player making $14 million.
Thank you.
And feel like
victim.
They are treating him like he is some second-class citizen.
I know. It's unbelievable.
Like, you talk about self-awareness, dude. Don't you know what he means when he posts that picture? He's like, Mom, it's a sad day. I got to say bye to my dreads.
Well, the
and
hockey...
go make $14 million.
I forgot who it was. I think the hockey world or the hockey... One of them, they said, gee, Lou must be fun to play for.
Yeah, right.
And then Gord copied that. So... No, it's not about fun. It's about learning how to be a man, learning the fucking game right, learning how to be disciplined, and learning rules. And this is how it is. So it's like, no, it's about winning.
Yeah, but see, I'm not saying that it's necessarily right that he does that. Listen, I probably wouldn't want to conform to certain rules.
No,
I had long hair for a long time.
I know you did.
And I would not want to cut my hair for
but he would have
a hockey organization.
He would have made
But if I'm playing in the NHL and I just signed probably the best contract for me, otherwise I wouldn't have gone there. You know, you got $14 million.
No shit.
Sometimes you're willing to make a sacrifice for $14 million.
Well, Andy, like, you're not going to have that long hair working for Bally's. Like, you're going to cut that and look sharp. You don't have fucking, you shave you know what you're doing. You're dressed perfectly for Bally's. You shave every fucking, the 3 hairs that you have growing off every single time you're on camera. You know what I mean? You're not going to have a long fucking hippie looking like you look like a hippie back in the day when you're cruising around northern Arizona.
Yeah.
You're not going to have that look in front of Bally's, Tom, and all them. No way.
No.